The text came at 2:11 a.m. Your wife has strange men visiting every Tuesday, same time. I stared at it for a full minute before replying. Check my cameras. Already did. Systems offline. Someone disabled it. My security system had 3 redundancies. No one could disable it unless they had access. I called her. 3 rings. Who's visiting? Silence. Then, nobody. That word. Thin. Cracked. Like glass about to shatter. 18 years as a Navy SEAL teaches you to hear the weight in a voice, the tremor behind a lie. When the line went dead, I didn't move, just listened to the hum of the air conditioner and the faint ring in my ears, the kind you get before something detonates. By morning, I'd booked a flight home. No announcement, no warning, just a quiet decision. Tuesday, 3 p.m. She didn't expect me. I saw it in her face when I walked through the door. That half-second of panic before she smiled. The house smelled different, a cologne that wasn't mine. She talked too much, small talk, nervous talk, filling space so I wouldn't notice the silence underneath. But I noticed. At 2:55 I went upstairs, watched from the window. 3 men approached the house. Then a 4th, casual, confident, like they'd done this before. I didn't call for help. I didn't reach for a weapon. I waited. When the door opened, I moved. Fast, precise. They froze when they saw me, trained reflexes against mine. I didn't need to fight, just to look. They ran. I caught one before the gate, pinned him hard enough to feel his heartbeat through my arm. He didn't beg, didn't struggle. He just smiled. "Your wife works for us," he said calmly. "Has for 5 years. Then softer, ask her about Istanbul." That night I lay beside her, awake, listening to the rhythm of her breathing. I didn't ask about Istanbul, not yet. Instead, I studied her. Every gesture, every glance at her phone, every nervous swallow. In the morning I checked the router logs, hidden devices, encrypted traffic. My wife had been sending something out, late nights, repeated patterns. I mirrored her phone. A ghost version appeared on mine. Coded messages, coordinates, files disguised as recipes. 5 years of transmissions. 5 years of sleeping beside an enemy. Still, I said nothing. I smiled when she asked what was wrong. I kissed her before work. I even said I love you, because I needed her calm, needed her to believe she still owned my trust. Betrayal works both ways. 8 days later, I had everything. Bank records, communications, the names of her handlers, the money. I watched the pieces click into place, like loading a weapon, one cold round at a time. When I came home, she was cooking, music playing, her phone on the counter. I set a flash drive beside it. She turned, smiled. "What's that?" Proof. Her eyes shifted. A tiny tremor in the left corner. Guilt lives in muscle memory. She plugged it in. Watched the folder open. Her own messages, payments, transfer logs. Every secret she thought buried. Her lips parted. "How did you?" "You were never good at covering your tracks." She broke down then. Tears, denials, apologies. Words I'd once believed. I just stood there, silent, watching her unravel under the weight of her own voice. When she realized I wasn't angry, just done, that's when the fear set in. The next morning, I was gone before sunrise. Left her a note. 2 words. Check outside. On the porch, 2 envelopes. One for naval intelligence, one for her contact abroad. She would understand what that meant. By the time she saw them, I was miles away. No calls, no messages. Later, she tried to reach me, dozens of times. Then once more from an unknown number, a whisper, "Please, don't do this." I almost laughed. "I already did," I said, and hung up. That was the last time I heard her voice. 2 weeks later, I read the headline. Local woman arrested on espionage charges. No name listed, but I didn't need one. The photo told me everything. Empty eyes, the look of someone who finally understood the cost of their choices. I didn't feel satisfaction, not even anger, just silence. Because the truth doesn't heal, it cleans. It strips everything down to what's left when lies are gone. Sometimes at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, I still find myself watching the clock. Old habits, old ghosts. That's when I remind myself, she wasn't my wife. She was a mission I didn't know I was on. And I completed it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.